True, true, he will. Good morning and welcome to the 2022 High School Barbell Bash here in Summerville, South Carolina. Titus Strength and Fitness here. Up on the platform we have Jaden here. 102.5 on the bar, 225 pounds. Good looking squat there for Jaden. Three white lights and a good lift for him on his opener. Next up, we're going to have Genesis Anderson here, Greer High School athlete here. She will have 110 kilos on the bar, 242 for her opening attempt.
Bar is loaded for Genesis.
Bar is loaded for Genesis.
10 kilos, 200.
Genesis gets the rack command from her head judge. And let's see what the lights say here.
All right, Genesis
3 whites and a good lift there for Genesis on her opener.
Bars loaded for Grace.
Bars loaded here for Grace Moulton, Lexington High School athlete.
15-kilo opener.
Also does weightlifting and soccer. First-time competitor. She's got 115 kilos loaded on the bar for her opener. Fast-looking squat there for Grace. Check the lights here. Remember, we're looking for depth here below parallel. 3 white lights and a good lift there for Grace. Back to the top of Flight A, we'll have Zoe here, local Summerville High School athlete.
Bars loaded for Zoe. This is her second
Also plays softball, her second attempt today, and she has a red on the bar now, 75 kilos, her second attempt. Gets the rack command there, nice and deep squat from Zoe, and gives herself 3 white lights, 2 for 2, and a good lift for her. Here's Casey Strickland, 77.5 on the bar. Goes to Wake Tech Community College. Big cheerleader and coaching cheerleading in her spare time. Second attempt here. Nice deep squat there. Drives it up. Gets the rack command. Should get herself 3 white lights. And she does. Good lift there for Casey. Here's Kristen Griffin, Greer High School athlete. Gets the squat command here. Head referee Cameron drives it up. Waits for the rack command there.
Great job there for
Depth
Kristen.
checks out 3 white lights there for Kristen. Remember, as a high school athlete, you are not required to wear a singlet, just something form-fitting, so that's why you'll see some of these athletes in a pair of shorts and a t-shirt, and other athletes will have on the full singlet. If you are in the open division of powerlifting in USAPL, you will be required to have a full singlet. Our next athlete here will be Jaden. You'll see him coming out. He has the full singlet on, wrist wraps, knee sleeves, and a belt. He also has some squat shoes to go with that. looking second attempt there for Jaden. Let's check the lights here. 2-1, good lift for Jaden. In powerlifting and in USA powerlifting, the majority rules on the light system here. So 2 white lights will give you a good lift. 2 reds will be no good. 3 reds obviously no good. 3 whites obviously a good lift. Good looking squat there for Alexandra Porter, Greer High School athlete. Lights, good lift there. 3 white lights for her, 122.5, 270 pounds on the bar. Next up we'll have Grace, she'll be back up. She'll be taking same weight here. Looks like 122.5 will be loaded on the bar for her.
Female. This is fantastic.
270 pounds on the bar here for Grace. And Torius lifts slippers on. SBD knee sleeves. Gets a squat command from her head judge. Nice deep squat.
She made it look like
easy looking second there. Grace got a lot on the bar available for her third. We'll see what she or her coach puts on there for her third. Second attempt here for Genesis, walks it out. Gets the rack command there. We'll check the depth on that. 3 reds there, no lift there. A little bit high there from the side and from the front. So she can either choose to retake that weight on her third attempt, or if she wants to go up, that is also an option as well. We'll see what she puts on the bar for her third there. See if she can get a little bit deeper and get herself at least 2 white lights for her next attempt. Zoe gets the rack command there. And 3 for 3 today, and I believe 9 white lights for her. First time competing today. All right, bar's loaded here for Casey. 82.5 kilos on the bar, 183 pounds loaded up for her. She's wearing the white Notorious Lift slippers. Looks like pink A7 knee sleeves. Gets the rack command from her head referee. And the lights, 3 white lights and a good lift there for Casey. 9 white lights today as well for Casey. And she goes 3 for 3 today in the squat. Next up, we're going to have Kristen Griffin, Greer High School athlete, 102.5 on the bar, 225 kilos getting loaded up for her. Good looking third attempt there for Kristen Griffin. Quite the fight. 2-1 though, and it is a good lift for her. Looks like she also goes 3 for 3 today in the squat. Next up, we're gonna have Jaden. She'll be at 112.5 kilos, 248 pounds on the bar. Jaden's out of Fayetteville Christian School in North Carolina. Big time artist here, and she's done 2 previous competitions.
Dad, coach, dad.
All right, this weight will be a PR here for Jaden, 112.5. Let's see if she's got it in the tank here. Nice, good controlled depth. Drives it up, gets the rack command. And let's check the lights here, 2-1. A good lift there for Jaden, new PR for her, fantastic. All right, here's Alexandra Porter, Greer High School athlete, 122.5 on the bar, 270 pounds. Good looking depth there. Rack command, looks like a good lift from the side here, and it is 3 white lights and a good lift there from Miss Porter. Next up on the platform, we'll have Genesis Anderson, softball player out of Greer High School. Wants to go to college, get a degree in sports science. So off to a good start here. Looks like she got 125 kilos on the bar, 275 pounds loaded up for her. And head referee says the bar is loaded, and here she is on the platform. Remember, she missed her last squat there, just a tad bit high from the side. See if she gets the depth here. Drives it up here. Let's check what the referees say. 3 white lights and a good lift there. Good looking lift there for Genesis. Came back and got that on her 3rd attempt. And the last squat here in Flight A belongs to Grace Moulton, 130 kilos on the bar, 286 pounds loaded up. Great looking squat there for Grace. 3 white lights, a good lift there, no doubt on the depth. Speed, unreal, has a lot more in the tank there, probably could have gone over 300 pounds a day. Chose to stay at 286 there for her 3rd attempt. Next up, we're going to have Aiden. He's going to start us off in Flight B. This is his 1st attempt of the day. It'll be 85 kilos on the bar. All right, Aiden was taking his last warm-up in the warm-up room. He's getting himself to the platform now. He has 1 minute once the bar is loaded to make it to the platform and get the squat command.
All right, Aiden, let's go.
All right, there he is. Got knee sleeves up, belt on, and he's gonna unrack and wait for the squat command. Let's see if he gets it. He does get the squat command there. Check the depth on that. Gets the rack command.
Aiden made it with 3 seconds.
And 3 white lights there for Aiden. Aiden out of Oxbridge Academy. All right, here's Aiden K, 100 kilos on the bar, his opener attempt. Wow.
All right,
Deep squat there and made it all the way up there. Unfortunately, Aiden jumped the rack command there. So one of the commands in the squat, you obviously get the squat command to descend with the bar, and then on the way back up, and you are locked out up at the top, you will get the rack command from the head referee, just making sure that the weight is stable and steady, and that you're under control of the weight. Unfortunately, Aiden jumped the rack commander there, so he gets 3 red lights, even though he completed the lift without any issue. Next up, we're going to have Trent out of American Heritage. Looks like his hobby's here. Likes to lift heavy circles. We'll assume that he is a gym rat, and he's going to be 110 kilos here for his opener. Good looking squat there for Trent. Good looking opener there. 3 white lights and a good lift for him.
You are up next. Luke in the hole. Joseph.
All right, there's Preston Owens there. 115 kilos. Preston made quick work of that. No issues with depth. Unfortunately, Preston also jumped the rack command, which means he'll be getting a no lift for his opener. His very first year in powerlifting, he also volunteers at a nursing facility, and this is his first meet. So typically first-time lifters in a meet, you'll find that a lot of the misses end up being unable to follow the commands, whether it happens to be the squat, rack command in the squat, could be jumping the press command in the bench press, or even the down command in the deadlift. Next up, we're going to have Luke here, Greer High School athlete, 117 kilos on the bar for Greer. Fast looking squat there for Luke, 3 white lights. Good lift there for Luke, lifting out of Greer High School. Next up, we're gonna get the bar loaded here. Looks like Joseph West, 135 on the bar, just under 300 pounds. 3 white lights, good lift there for Joseph West. Next up, we're going to have Xavier Richardson, 137.5 on the bar, 303 pounds to be loaded up for him. All right, here's Xavier Richardson, 137.5. You'll see that Xavier's lifting as a guest today. He's a guest lifter trying to qualify for military nationals in Atlanta later this year. Beautiful looking controlled squat there for Xavier on his opener. Gets himself 3 white lights. This is Xavier's first meet. Trying to qualify military nationals in Atlanta. He's a drill sergeant in Fort Jackson, South Carolina, and he's also looking to get his bachelor's in business administration and then taking the LSAT and attending law school. So a lot on his plate there. Next up, we're going to have Gabe McNeil, 147.5 on the bar. Here's Gabe McNeil, 147.5 on the bar, 325 pounds. Good looking deep squat there for Gabe. Gets help on the way in. After the rack command, he also gets himself 3 white lights there, and a good lift for Gabe on his opener. Next up, we're going to have Luke, 147.5 as well. We'll adjust the rack heights for Luke. Looks like we're going down a couple notches there. And then the bar will be loaded and ready to go. Opener there for Luke, 147.5. Gonna be
Aiden S, Aiden K, and Trent should be preparing for their second attempts here.
Next up, we're going to have Aiden here, his second attempt on the day.
Aiden K,
3 white lights there. Good lift for Aiden. Next up, we're going to have Aiden K, his second attempt.
And Aiden, remember the for Aiden K.
Aiden missed his opener at 100 kilos, jumped the rack command there. Weight was easy, just stepped too fast for the rack command. Realized it before he hit the rack, but after you move that foot, the lift becomes no good. There, looks like a good lift for Aiden K, 110 kilos on the bar, and it's a good lift for him. Bar loaded for Trent, his second attempt, 122.5 on the bar, 270 pounds. Trent's got the Inzer singlet on, SBD knee sleeves. Gets the rack command from the head referee. Let's check here, see what Trent, 3 white lights and a good lift there for Trent. Next up, we're gonna have Preston Owens. Preston missed his opener as well on the rack command. Preston's gonna make a 12.5 kilo jump here, 127.5 will be on the bar. Just over 280 pounds, his second attempt. All right, there's Preston Owens. We'll have to check the depth on that. Looks like no depth there. 127.5, not in the tank on his second attempt. He'll have to stay at 127.5, or he can opt to go up, but he cannot go down. Once you make a selection of weight and you've attempted that weight, the bar cannot go down for your next attempt, regardless of whether you make or miss that attempt. Here's gonna be Luke, Greer High School athlete, 130 kilos on the bar for him, 286 pounds. Rack command for Luke, 3 white lights, good lift there for Luke. Next up, we'll have Joseph West again here. His second attempt of the day, 142.5. Once the bar is loaded and the head referee calls bar is loaded, he has 1 minute here to get to the platform and get the squat command. Head referee will give the athlete the squat command when his knees are locked out, the weight's settled, and there's no foot movement, and the lifter is standing erect. We'll wait on Joseph here, getting settled up under the bar. See what he can do here with 142.5, his second attempt. Fast looking squat there, check the depth there. 3 white lights, good lift there for Joseph. Next up, we're gonna have Xavier, 147.5 on the bar for Xavier. Remember, he is competing as a guest lifter today, trying to qualify for military nationals. Good looking lift there for Xavier, good lift there. Xavier got the Team Roar athlete t-shirt on, based out of Georgia. Next up, be Gabe McNeil, 182.5, his second attempt on the bar. Gabe's in the 100 kilo class weighing 242 or below. Fantastic looking squat there, Gabe McNeil. 2-1 though, no lift. Must have got him on depth there.
So the strength was there, but Gabe got a little ahead of himself, racking it.
Looks like we're hearing Gabe jump the rack command there. No lift there for Gabe, 2-1. Next up, we're gonna have Luke, his second attempt today, 157.5 on the bar. Here's Luke. I see Luke fills out the bioinformation just like myself there. Luke says his hobbies include long walks on the beach, stamp collecting, and a big-time art viewer. I like it, Luke. I like it. All right, here he is. Let's see what he does with 157.5. Great looking depth there. Gets the rack command from our head referee. Didn't see any issues from my angle. 3 white lights and a good lift there for Luke. Here's Aiden S. Third attempt of the day, 92.5 for Aiden.
All right, sir, please watch your leg.
No lift there for Aiden S. Looks like he got folded forward on 92.5 there. Just didn't have the strength to complete the lift. Next up, we'll have Aiden K here. 120 kilos on the bar. Jumped the rack command on his opener. Came back and got 110 kilos though. Good lift. We'll see what he does with 120 here. We'll check that there. Yep. Jumped the rack command there with 120. Aiden did beautiful depth, got through the hole, and completed the lift. Unfortunately, took a step there with his right foot, and he knew it. Jumped the rack command, no lift for Aiden. Next up, we're gonna have Preston Owens. Preston needs 127.5 here to stay in the meet. Jumped the rack command on 115 and was high on 127.5. Let's see what Preston can do here. There it is. Good lift there for Preston, 127.5. Got the down, 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 up command there from his coach on the side, and he is in the meet with 127.5. Next up, we're going to have Trent Looks like Trent has 130 kilos on the bar. His third attempt, he's already 2 for 2 today. 110, 125 in the books, looking for 130. Good looking fight there for Trent. Unfortunately, 130 not in the tank today. Good fight there from Trent. And good job there by spotters and loaders there. Catching our bar there as it started to descend. Remember, all of our spotters and loaders are volunteers along with our referees in USA Powerlifting. If you ever want to volunteer, you can check out our website, USAPLSC.com. And the Instagram name is the same. Find us on Facebook, USA Powerlifting SC. There was Luke, 140 kilos. Good lift there for Luke, 117 and a half, 130, 140. Good lifts for Luke out of Greer High School. 3 for 3 today on the squat. Next up, it'll be Joseph West. Joseph opened at 135, made a 7.5 kilo jump, 142 and a half, and now he'll be taking the same jump for his third. 150 kilos on the bar, 330 pounds. Bars loaded for Joseph West. Two to 1. Good lift there for Joseph. Next up, we're going to have Xavier Richardson here. Xavier is going to have 155 on the bar. He's going to make a 7.5 kilo jump from his second attempt. Good looking lift there for Xavier. 3 for 3 today in the squat. 155 in the books for him, and a good lift. Xavier's going to open up on bench at 92 and a half, and then his deadlift will be 182 and a half for his opener. Back to squat though, we've got Gabe McNeil here, 160 kilos on the bar. Missed his attempt at 152 and a half. Going to go and make a 7.5 kilo jump here to 160, his third attempt. Nice work there for Gabe, 160. Great looking speed and depth. 3 white lights there for Gabe. Comes back on his third and makes it happen. Flight B, last squat of the day for Luke Chapin. 165 will be on the bar for him. And then we will move to Flight C for openers, seconds, and thirds. Good looking fight there for Luke 3. White lights, 3 for 3 today on the squat. 165 being his final attempt. Gonna move on to Flight C here. We're gonna have Titus Strength and Fitness athlete Andrew Brown. And then we'll move on to the rest of Flight C. This will be our last flight of squats for this morning. Then we'll take a 10-minute break, and it'll be time for bench press, starting with Flight A. 132.5 here for Andrew. Bar loaded, Tyler Good, 157.5. Another Titus Strength and Fitness athlete coached by Heather Foss. Beautiful looking depth there for Tyler.
Jesse, Brandon, and then Tyler.
Check the lights there. Looks like it's a good lift though. 3 white lights there. Good lift for Tyler. Got plenty in the tank for a second and a third. Next up, the bar will be loaded for Jesse. All right, Jesse Thompson on the platform, Whitmire High School. He's a wrestling athlete here, 16 years of age.
Off your knees, Jesse.
Yeah, gets the squat command there after locking his knees. Driving that up, gets the rack command. Let's check the lights here for Jesse. 3 white lights and a good lift.
Jesse got 3 white lights for that.
Brandon Cope up on the platform now, 175.5 on the bar. Brandon out of River Bluff High School, 18 years of age. And this is his first time competing. Brandon gets the rack command here. Also gets himself 3 white lights. Good looking opener. Bar loaded here, Tyler Robles, 175 and a half, 385 pounds loaded up for Tyler. Good looking opener there, closed stance squat. 3 white lights, good lift there.
For your opener.
The bar loaded here for Aiden, Hanahan High School athlete, 17 years of age, his first competition. Good looking smooth squat there for Aiden. Quick work of 385 pounds.
Easy opener there for Sam.
Sam Cooper, 210 on the bar, 3 white lights, good lift there for Sam.
Now we are moving to
Next up, we're going to have Greer High School athlete Michael Huff, 17 years of age. He's going to have 240 kilos on the bar, just over 500 pounds for his opening attempt. Bars loaded here for Michael. This is his 5th meet. He goes to Clemson University.
there.
All right, no lift there for Michael on his opening attempt there. Just didn't have the strength, but he will have a chance for that on his 2nd and 3rd attempt. Michael plans to go to Clemson University, currently going to Greer High School. Back to the top of Flight C. Bars getting loaded here for Andrew Brown. Bars loaded here, Andrew Brown, 142 and a half. Looks like Andrew got stuck on the lip there on the walkout. Might need to take his squat rack down, 1 or 2 there. Nonetheless, still gets a lift there. 3 white lights for Andrew. 2 for 2 today in the squat. Next up, looks like we're going to have Jesse. Good looking lift there for Jesse, 165. Jesse, a high bar squatter there. Not uncommon, but not necessarily common in powerlifting. Most competitors will go medium bar placement on the back or even low bar placement. Next up, Tyler Good, 10 kilo jump here, 167.5 on the bar. Great looking second attempt there. Tyler Good, 167.5 is a good lift. Next up, we're gonna have Tyler Robles, 182.5. He'll be making a 7.5 kilo jump from his opener.
Tyler R.
Bars loaded here. Tyler Robles, 182.5, 7.5 kilo jump from 175 on his opening attempt. Gets the rack command there. Good looking second attempt there for Tyler. 182.5 is a good lift. Next up, we're going to have Brandon. Brandon making a 10 kilo jump from his opener. Opened with 175. He's going to be moving up to 185 for his second. Bar loaded here for Brandon. Brandon lifting in the off-white blazers here. He's got 185 on the bar. Second attempt for him. Holds it up at the top. 3 white lights there for Brandon. Good looking depth on his second attempt. We'll see what he puts in for his third attempt. Next up, we'll have Aiden Rosales. Aiden's going to make the bar jump up to 202.5 here. 445. Good looking squat there for Aiden. 202.5, 3 white lights and a good lift. Next up on the platform, we'll have Sam Cooper, 220 kilos. Next up, Sam Cooper here. Beautiful looking squat there for Sam. 220 kilos, 3 white lights, and a good lift. Next up, we're going to have Michael Huff. Misses opener there on strength. He's going to keep the weight the same, though. 240 kilos on the bar will be loaded up for him. 4 reds, a white, and some change, I do believe. See if he can hit this for his second. Bars loaded here for Michael, 240 on the bar.
Michael is going to get white lights on.
No lift there for Michael, 240. Same issue there as the first one, just not enough strength. He'll have one more go at it though. The weight will stay the same for him, and he'll take 240 again for his third. Back to the top of Flight C platform, and bar will be getting loaded for Andrew Brown. Titus strength and fitness athlete coached by Heather Foss. His third attempt on the day. Andrew's going to make a 5 kilo jump here. 147.5 will be on the bar for him. And we'll see if he can go 3 for 3 today in the squat. And there it is for Andrew. 3 white lights, a good lift today. 3 for 3 today in the squat. Next up, throwing another red on the bar, 175, getting loaded up for Tyler Good. Trying to go 3 for 3 today as well. Good looking lift there for Tyler, Pinewood Prep High School athlete. 3 for 3 today in the squat for Tyler, first time competitor in USA powerlifting. Next up, getting the bar loaded here for Jesse. No lift there for Jesse, not enough strength today for that weight. Next up, it'll be Brandon Cope, 192.5, 424 pounds on the bar. 2-1 there for Brandon. A good lift. Looks like he got called for depth by one of the side judges, though. But it is a good lift. There's Tyler, 195, 429 pounds. And it appeared to be a good lift there. Waiting on the lights, though. 2-1, though. Not a good lift there. Looks like it got called for depth from the side referees. No lift. Next up, we're going to have Aiden, 212.5 kilos will be on the bar for his third attempt. 468 pounds.
And the bar is loaded with 469